position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total under to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Manning. He fires a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Baxter. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. First down and 10. Gives it on the option. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got his man quickly. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorn! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Gets it to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they love to force this offense into another mistake. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Aller. Finds his man, it's Pena. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. The 10, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the ground, it's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Got him, and nobody's close. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run. Or
touchdown, Texas! He would not be denied.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Manning. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Now, Drew Allar feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allar still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Quick handoff. He breaks a tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They punted away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. tackles and throws off the RPO. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium. But despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Albert. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Quick completion to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. In play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Steelers take over and they'll send out the offense. To the air, it's Manning. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Using his legs, it's Baxter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Manning. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. A full dive to haul that one in. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They're facing a 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Allard. He wants it all. And they will score. Touchdown, Penn State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Oh, what happened?
Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Running into the open space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Dropping back, it's Manning. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quick release by the QB. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He'll do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense needs to score twice, and they need to do it quickly. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.